nailed it. No, Simon's great. If Simon's jokes are as good as his recording studio, they'll be fine. I don't know. I'm assuming. I don't know how good his recording studio is. I don't have access to his books. I'm sure they're good. No, but Simon, he really couldn't pass up the opportunity to roast JD because it's as unique as a ginger being successful. So had to do that. Next, we have to give it up for Pete Ross. Make some noise for Pete. He organized this whole party. Peter Ross. Pete was JD's best man, which is only the second worst decision JD made on his wedding day.
Oh.
Christine will get to you later, no worries. No, Pete put this all together. It's great. He got all 4 roasters together. Number 4 is interesting. It's how many jobs Pete's had in the last 12 months. I can't wait to hear Pete's jokes because Pete, he loves telling. It's always been Pete's dream to do stand-up. And I'm here to tell him, not all dreams should come true. I'm sorry. I'd rather listen to Calvin breathing for 4 hours on repeat than listen... Sorry. Back up. Calvin is Keho's dog. And if you want to meet him, hurry up. You got like a week. Pete was a little late today. He almost missed the party because he was driving everywhere trying to find vegan food that tasted good. And he just gave up. He gave up. Speaking of people who should give up, Christine's here. Give it up for Christine. No, Christine, I love you. You're like a sister to me. I'm thrilled you're not, but you're like a sister to me. No, Christine, you're literally the only person I can ask this question. How did you get JD? Honestly, was it your field hockey skills or slow pitch softball? I don't know. What happened? No, sorry. Like, you're amazing. You have several prestigious degrees from third world Central American jungle universities. I got a doctorate from University of Medellin, and I would go to Harvard, but my credits wouldn't transfer. Sure, just bring back some cocaine and I'll believe you, okay? She graduated top of her class in Ecuador, and she got a very prestigious award from her peers, and it was in Spanish, but it loosely translated to most likely to leave her kid in a hot car someday.
Oh.
On to the man of the hour, James Danger, JD Ross. So good, happy 40th birthday, I love you. JD has been hugely successful professionally, well, except for every company he worked for went bankrupt, but it's not his fault. It's not like he's in sales or anything, but... No, his new venture, he deals ice to kids. I don't really get it, but they mostly use it in their basement, and it's popping up in the inner cities everywhere. Hockey is his passion, though. We can all agree on that. Hockey is his passion. JD was captain of the Stansted hockey team in high school. And as a direct result of him being captain, the next year, Stansted started investing in their hockey program. And real before and after moment, JD. No, but when he got to Queen's University, great university, he kept playing hockey, but he never let it interfere with his studies. You know, he made sure to graduate with a super valuable degree, international relations and a minor in Spanish. But he kept at his hockey. He practiced after class. Not his class, but the 12-year-olds he played. But moving on, JD has a huge ass. Yeah. Okay, kids, seriously, earmuffs for this portion, all right? I'm sorry. JD, he has a huge ass. JD loves his ass I'll say it, in an unhealthy way. It's really... For example, when we were kids and we would have sleepovers, JD would drop his anus from a height on our faces when we were sleeping. He did an air raid, and he used his anus as a missile, and our faces were like the Afghanistan wedding that he just dropped. You think I'm joking? He did this to our friend Bisbee, and now he's in recovery, okay? Oh, that came up in group session, definitely a couple times. No, besides his involuntary rim jobs, JD is a lover. He's a lover. He loves it. He has an impressive list of conquests right up to Christine. And, for example, his first love, Genevieve. Who remembers Genevieve, right? A huge, great lady. He had a huge... Yeah, she was awesome, dogs. She was great. Yeah. Wait, I'm in the middle of a set, dogs! No, he had a huge effect on her. After they broke up, she moved to a yoga colony in Costa Rica, changed her name to Pink Pat, which loosely translates into, he never gave me an orgasm, and chooses not to speak for 6 months of the year. She's seen enough of this world. Nailed it. Next, when JD was on summer holiday and he was working at the club, he dated a local girl in North Hadley called Kristen. Remember Kristen? Good memory of that? They gave each other a lot. You know, she gave him passion and love, and he gave her a story to tell in her 9th grade when she started in September. Anyway, I hope the four of you are still my friends. I love you. My best friend, I see you all the time, and you inspire me, and thank you for letting me do this. And let's move on. Next, we have Simon.
Hello, everyone. I hate public speaking, so you can imagine how I feel about singing in front of you, but I'm doing this for JD because this is a special song that we used to sing together when we were kids. And now you're an old fart. So here it is. Can you put up the volume a little bit?
Are you filming?
Yeah.
Please. Lucille gave me a hand this morning writing the lyrics. It's very last minute. They sound like shit.
Taking a photo.
Let us roast you from end to end. Spit roast just for you, my friend. You'll feel the burn, we'll make it last. It'll feel like that pinworm that is right up your ass. If you don't like the fire, well, we don't give a damn, 'cause we're gonna roast you down. Yes, we're gonna roast you. Your childhood acting wasn't well reviewed, and hockey for a living didn't follow through. Your choice is who you choose to be, but singing Mbop live is really poopy. If you don't like the fire, well, we don't give a damn, 'cause we're gonna roast you down. Yes, we are gonna roast you down. Pretty boy with your big rear end. Every girl I liked became your girlfriend. You'd stare me down while you're making out, smirking while you kissed. I wanted to punch you out. If If you don't like this fire, then we don't give a damn. 'Cause we're all gonna roast you down. 'Cause we are gonna roast you down. Lady, we all love you. You're a special man. Still has wet dreams at the age of 40, which is incredible. Because you're still going through puberty, which is incredible. But I'm very lucky to have you in my heart. In my heart. Happy birthday.
Awesome was that? Give it up for Simon. That was amazing. So good, so good. So next, we have the man of the hour, the guy who organized this entire party. So put your hands together for Pete Ross. I don't know why I said his last name, but here you go.
Thank you, everyone. I'll make this real short. Actually, I probably won't. Wow, that was amazing. Thank you, Ed Sheeran. Great. Thank you for coming here today. Awesome. I didn't know we would have Ed Sheeran here. Wow. Gingers for life. Okay, who's next? Oh, you know who's next. Dave's next. Buddy. What should I say about Dave, right? How hard should I go? You know I can go pretty hard, right? But no, Dave, you've done so well for yourself. Just leave that one right there. You've done so well for yourself. No, but you know what? You say the words Dave Morosi, and like to be able to generate that kind of reaction. Wow! This guy from little old North Hatley? And you say the words Dave Morosi from Toronto to Dubai? Woo! Good for you, Dave. But I'm going to stop there. I love this joke. I'm going to stop there because it's new au pair season at the North Hatley Club. And I want you to be at top confidence level. Anyway. I was so excited about that joke because he loves au pairs. You see the new New Zealand au pair that's staying at, what's it, Phil Colte's house? Anyway, that's a true story, actually. That's current. Anyway, well, Christine. Hey, how's it going? Listen, I'm going to keep it very simple. I say, Christine, I want to roast, not a divorce. Honestly, I can't guarantee which one we're going to get to. So, honestly, I'm not going to say much more because I swear to God she's going to do all the work for me. So, now I've done the rounds and really stuck at this guy, JD, okay? And I want to answer a question everyone's been asking themselves today. Like, who frickin' decorated this party? Like, it looks, is this a party for a 4-year-old or a 50-year-old? I swear to God, this is exactly on spec to what JD asked me for. Let's admit it, JD is a frickin' man-child. Just look at him. God, look how sweaty he is. Just the sweat dripping off him. Don't you know there's a drought somewhere? Here you are with your, like, there's a drought somewhere in the world, and here you are wasting your one superpower. Think about it. So, I've had enough of all this celebration of older brothers, right? I'm here to represent the younger brothers in the crowd. Represent. JD, you got to be the first. I know what that means, okay? I've got my own first child. And she's my golden girl. Surely the next one is gonna get her sloppy seconds. Don't tell her, but she's not here to know anyway. No offense, Mom and Dad. Admit it, you gave your best stuff to JD. JD raised the bar so high. Like, literally couldn't get people to roast him. One person said, and I quote, if I wanted to have a roast, or sorry, if JD wanted to have a roast, excuse me, I'm gonna start this over here. If JD wanted to have a roast one day, he should have been a little more of a prick versus one of the nicest persons I've ever met. There are no angles. True story, this person is standing amongst you today. I mean, I kid you not. It's Al Anderson.
Are you angry that he said that?
Really, JD? Really?
Yeah, I do.
That's how I feel about you. You know, it even got me thinking, like, does he want me to suffer? Like, what kind of criminal mastermind is JD? But fortunately for me, this person, Al Anderson, sorry Al, you're no longer anonymous. He was wrong. There was one big fat angle. One really big fat angle, and people have already kind of poked at it, but I'm gonna just drive a truck right through it. And the one place he didn't raise the bar high was hockey.
Oh.
You know, no one was expecting Sidney Crosby, right? But there are a few things that at least if you're really good at, that you can, you know, at least be a useful addition to a team. You know, like, so let's go through these items that would at least make JD palatable to have on your team and at least say, hey, that guy's pretty good at hockey. Said no one ever about JD. So the first one is goal scoring ability. JD? No, I didn't think so. Passing? I know, right? Maybe. That's a maybe. Hard shot? Forget about it. Never in your wildest dreams. Fact checking? I don't know. Maybe. You know what? I'm going to stop here. JD, for all the jokes that I've said here today, there are a million more compliments. Thank you. I want to be serious here. No more jokes. You have probably one of the best qualities anyone can have. You work incredibly hard to make the lives of the people around you better.
Aww.
I've seen it in your personal and your professional life. It's the reason why you are the favorite Ross brother. I'm not putting myself down here. JD brings me up.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh. Oh.
All right, give it up for Pete. That was great. I don't know about you, but I feel roasted. Next we have really the highlight. Who else can we bring up but the lady of the house, the maid of honor, no, the wife, not the maid of honor, but Christine from Waiting for This Forever. Give it up for you. Woo!
Thank you. Well, if the email you received for this event was the first time you heard about it, consider yourself lucky. I've been hearing about it for 3 years. I'm not even kidding on this. And who would have thought, in 2022, at age 40, he would finally look better than Justin Bieber. Just the face, you know? Both blue eyes are a game changer. That's what caught my attention, along with all the other girls he eye bangs right in front of me. So can't get enough of being celebrated. The center of a good time, barely walking by the end of the night, and then, hey baby. And then I gotta listen to him sawing off a log at the end of the night. So I met JD in his prime, Barcelona babe on the prowl, and a professional hockey player. After this romantic journey overseas, I returned to Philly to finish undergrad, and he invited me to live in Stansted, Quebec. It's lucky I had no prior knowledge of Stansted, Quebec. But I quickly learned to live way too much of it. So we've known each other for 16 years, and I
Wow.
look forward to growing old together. And you trying to micromanage my schedule. It's never changing. I'm not perfect, and neither are you, as you advertise. So I'm going to share a few intimate moments I have had with Jimmy. Let's start with the body, balls, and back Brillo patch, we'll call it. Sorry, I lost my speech.
Savage.
I don't know if he's grooming upstairs or if he's desperately trying to find his six-pack again. He pulls me in with the tumbleweeds and body hair on the floor to shave the back Brillo. I don't know if this is kind of cute or not. Jojo, don't worry. I've got this covered for the rest. If you didn't know, Jojo was the former back Brillo patch shaver. Speaking of weight, have you heard of his keto journey? That diet has come and gone so fast as the so-called health and weight loss benefits. I never want to see him eat broccoli, cheese, and hemp seeds ever again, nor do I. But I would put it one hair above veganism. At least he didn't believe he was saving the world with his diet, or had some disclaimer about what he shall not eat from your table. Yeah, this one's for you, Pete. And your conveganism diet. A good poutine or a chocolate bar will just throw that spiritual self out the window. And, you know, just so you know, Pete, we do live in the eastern townships of Quebec. You can see the farms. I'm pretty sure a lot of these animals live better than most humans around the globe. But I even applaud your efforts for trying to get the entire wedding party on board with this. But really being sincere, it was a beautiful wedding, and I know you put a lot of time. But those who prepared with sandwiches in advance, survivors. Those that did it, hammered, hungry, and puking by the end of the night. So Dave, whatever you're doing, or keep eating whatever you're eating, because maybe just one day you'll almost win a singles match in Northampton. But maybe the problem's in the shorts. You probably get more mobility if they fall a little more above the knee there.
No, shorter.
So back to this confident and handsome 40-year-old who's not always so confident and not always so slick. The day he asked me to marry him, he appeared scared out of his mind, as he should have been. He also wore these tight pants, tight pants, or you couldn't fit a nickel in the pocket, let alone a ring box. I'm from the U.S. and all my brothers are above 6 feet. So they definitely questioned the spandex pants when I brought him home. So back to the proposal. He brought me out on a beautiful catamaran in Barcelona. Couldn't watch the sweating and insecurity any longer. I didn't even make him ask. I just said, yes, Jay. Never got down on a knee. Never had any question. Speaking of marriages, Simon, do you plan to do that again? Or will you continue to seek out every fiery Latina so it never actually gets there? Keep your paws off the ladies here tonight, although I know I'm already too late with a few of you here. However, if he invites you back to the ballroom, you may want to take him up on his offer. He brought this beautiful home. I believe Simon was he bought this beautiful home, and most people are attracted to a kitchen or nice bathrooms. But I believe Simon was attracted to this place for the treasures, a time capsule of treasures. You couldn't find at any yard sale to satisfy the Turkish street market. So I'll close here to say thank you for the opportunity to express my love for you all, but most importantly, JD. I love our life together and with our little Jaxie. And thank you for helping to create her in less than 3 minutes. On your birthday.
That was amazing. Give another round of applause. Awesome. So before we give it up for, I think the last roaster should be JD. Is there anybody else that has some words planned, a speech for JD? All right, come on up.
I know I'm going to blow the belt.
Got some notes here. Yeah, so I don't know most of you, but JD and I go back about 10 years now. We actually met because of Ashley Kahn. My dad and I were putting together a summer hockey league in Stansted, and we asked Ashley if he wanted to play with us. So sure enough, Ashley says, 100%, I'm there. Going to be there every week, no doubt. And first week we're short a player. Ashley says, oh, I've got my buddy JD in Stansted. He's a good hockey player, you know, he'd be down to play. So sure enough, JD shows up. From then on out, every week was either ghosting from Ashley or an excuse, but he never made another single game for the rest of the summer. And JD came the rest of the time. So first off, Ashley, if the level of play was too high, you know, you just had to say so. You didn't have to make up an excuse every time. But speaking of the level of play, you know, there was around that time, 55 to 60-year-old dad playing. Also, you know, my younger sister, a little riffraff. So if I had to compare it to a level, maybe like Spanish pro hockey, maybe a bit higher than that. JD says, as was mentioned before, but you know, saying you play pro hockey, but then finding out it's Spanish pro hockey, I don't know, you're a rock star, but you actually do karaoke at nursing homes, like something like that. But in honor of JD's hockey skills, rather than having birthday cake, we're actually going to be having birthday muffins for that absolute muffin of a shot that he has. But yeah, so after that, JD actually hooked me up with a job. I did an internship with Christine at Sealander Waterworks in Stansted. That was a great summer. I believe that is now defunct. And then I went on to work with JD at Sherwood. I saw a post on his Facebook page that said, hey, we're looking for a product developer. I was fresh out of university, messaged him up. Combination of him vouching for me / me being an absolute beast, I got the job. And you know, it was great. I remember going up to his office and, you know, seeing him sickly white and pale, about to faint, at his standing desk, JD, what's going on? Oh, I'm on my 72-hour fast, and at his standing desk, it just made no sense. And then the month after, as was mentioned, he's just chowing down bacon and mozzarella. Keto, it's good for you, I swear. Anyway, so I worked at Sherwood for a couple of years, and then that got sold, and everybody got fired, except for JD's side, because he was on the other side, not the hockey side. So I got fired, JD didn't, basically. And a few years later, JD starts working for Hockey Shot, and Hockey Shot approaches me. I see JD's there, you know, seems like a good thing. So I decided to join Hockey Shot. Sure enough, 2-3 years later, bankrupt. I lose my job, and guess who doesn't lose his job? JD Ross. So please, if JD says he has an opening at one of his jobs, for the love of God, do not take it, because I'm gonna get fucked over. Yeah, and I'll kind of wrap up. You know, as I said before, I don't really know a ton of you. I know some of you, but I'm sure, you know, JD's very happy you're all here. But there is one person he's very happy is not here, and that's Kent Harris's wife, because I heard she got some new shoes, JD. That was a reference to the first party I ever had with JD at Sherwood, our Christmas party, in which he puked on our new president's wife's shoes. So that was my first party with JD, and I sure hope this isn't our last party together. Thanks so much to you and Christine for everything. Everybody.
Awesome, that was great. Is there anybody else before we hand it over to the birthday boy? Okay, don't all ask at once, but all right. So JD, you're the final roaster. It's your birthday. Give it up for the birthday boy. Put your hands together. Let's go.
Oh.
There's a lot of kids here. I'm sorry about this.
Just use different language.
Dave, first of all, Dan, thank you very much because I have nothing against you. Phenomenal guy that went through bankruptcy with me a lot. And that's nothing that anyone needs to go through. Just a lot of unemployment insurance. So I had Dave roast me. I had Peter roast me. I had Simon roast me. My wife roast me. I know, you're just like, what's he gonna say? No, where's it going? Dave, if you could fuck a girl as good as you could roast, you'd be married 10 times. Wait. That's not the joke though, guys. You don't want to fuck girls. No, that's an easy one. Here, bud. I'm not going to talk about your sex life anymore. But I do want to know if you hacked your Grindr app tonight. Long weekend in Magog. Probably some new transient buttholes. I want to thank you. I see you got a haircut tonight for this special occasion. Oh wait, you didn't? Well, it's good to see that the hair thinning is clean and neat. Goes well with, and I swear to God, guys, it goes well with your teal American Eagle shirt. No joke. I was scrolling our WhatsApp messages before and I realized we really do communicate a lot and very often. I think I'm gonna have to finally admit you are one of my closest friends. But not close like a friend I like. It's just you actually live close. Geographically, you're in the same town, Magog. I don't know what I would do without you. Like, really. I have so much more time to not hear about your rebooked Club Med trips that your mom paid for to Guadeloupe. That got canceled for the second time, and then rebooked to Cancun, and then how you went there and had such a lovely time reading books, hearing your mom talk bad about the Jews, while you crushed bottomless spicy margaritas. Tough life, eh? Club Med. Must be nice. Love you, Dave. Hope you never change. You're an above average tennis player with one fleeting championship to your name, which
record probably doesn't exist since Bisbee burned down the Seigneur. I deeply cherish our friendship. The drinks I don't mind you taking from our fridge. Do you mind if I take one? And the way you've enamored so many of us here with your wit, humor, that's on a superior level. Just don't touch the fucking playlist. No, I don't. I didn't prepare the rest of this, so it's gonna be really weird.
You want a song?
Peter, I still remember when you were just a young 14-year-old losing your virginity for the first time. And the big hairy bush you were rocking when I came in.
Who is that, Pete?
Now you're all grown up and you still sport a cock fro. Even if I haven't snuck a peek recently, I know you're packing Brillo. That's it. Two of my first friend to get a bad tattoo. I think you were going for a beautiful, mystical Wyoming wolf. But instead, the tattoo artist misunderstood and gave you a Georgeville street dog. Show everybody, please. I witnessed it. 16 years old, the tattoo, but I also witnessed your disappointment. The happiness that was on your shoulder, and you'd really never have to look at it. You're also my first. You're the first male I ever thrusted and sort of accepted it. You were so nice about it. I don't recall the exact details, but you were asleep in your parents' house.
Oh my god.
And I just lay a thrust into your little spoon position in the middle of the night. You recoiled in stupor of realizing what I did. I tried to assuage you with a soft hand stroke, which meant to say, I'm sorry. But probably just felt more like, no, just accept this. Don't make it weird. Sorry, Sai. Side note, I was dating an ex-girlfriend. Apparently was at a stage where I needed to force myself on her. That never happens with Christine, my sexy wife. But for real, married to the one of my dreams for the last 9 years, together for a total of 16. I'll never roast you in front of people because you're the most beautiful thing I've ever had.
Aww.
You understand what is needed. You understand how our life comes together. And thank you for organizing this together. I love you guys. Thank you very much.
Amazing. That was JD's Brokeback Mountain birthday party. Awesome. No, great day. I think that this is such a testament to JD's personality, that we've all showed up here and we've all worked really hard and we love him, and it was such a labor of joy. So enjoy the rest of your night, do it in honor of him, and just keep an eye on him and Simon because I'm a little concerned. I don't know what's going to happen. But thank you.